Today, I'm making an all-in-one oven meal, crunchy chicken and oven roasted broccoli. The chicken takes 45 minutes to bake, so let's start with that. I've preheated the oven to 400 degrees. I'm using 2 large half breasts of chicken to make 4 servings. I rinsed them, patted them dry with paper towels before trimming all of the fat. Then I cut each piece in half to give me 4 portions. The best pan to use is one that has some circulation. I'm going to put a rack on this baking sheet. You'll be glad at cleanup time if you cover the bottom of the pan with a sheet of foil. Spray the vented pan or rack with cooking spray. If you don't have a broiler pan or rack, it's okay. You can put the chicken right on the sprayed foil. It won't get as crispy, but it will still taste great. I have a bowl ready over here with 2 tablespoons of mustard. Let's go ahead and put the chicken pieces in the bowl. Now, you want to get right in there and coat them with the mustard. All right, I've got my prepared pan and my mustard-coated chicken. And now here's a dish with 2 cups of crushed multi-grain cereal flakes with a little pepper and salt added, about a 1/4 teaspoon each. I crushed up the cereal flakes in my food processor. If you don't have one, you can use a blender or just put the flakes in a big plastic bag and hit them with a rolling pin or hammer. Now, with 1 piece at a time, put the chicken in the crumbs. You want to make sure you coat thoroughly. You know, you could easily double this recipe and save some for lunch. It's so good cold the next day. There we go. Okay, time to wash my hands before putting the chicken into the oven. I'm going to be putting another baking pan of broccoli into the oven later, so I've adjusted the racks to allow for that before I turned the oven on. I'll put the chicken on the top one. While that bakes, I'm going to prepare a really delicious vegetable, oven roasted broccoli. I bought 1 pound of broccoli crowns to serve 4 people. I want to cut these into bite-sized pieces. So first, I'll cut the stalk part in slices. Save these coins. Then I'll take my knife and cut up into the crown with the knife lined up with the stalk part. That helps separate the crown into smaller stalks. I'm going to leave that on the cutting board while I prepare a special roasting sauce for it. In this large bowl, I'm putting 2 teaspoons of minced garlic. This comes from a convenient jar, which I love. Of course, you could mince a couple of fresh cloves for yourself, but this makes it easier. To that, add 1½ teaspoons of reduced sodium soy sauce, 1 teaspoon of olive oil, and a little bit of pepper, about 1/4 teaspoon. Stir that with a fork or a whisk. Now we can add the broccoli. Don't forget the little coins, they go in too. I'm just going to use a spoon to mix this all up and coat the broccoli with the sauce. All right, here I have another baking dish, which I've already sprayed with some cooking spray. This one is a 9 by 13. So we're just going to put the broccoli right in. I'm going to add a little extra flavor to this and nutrition. I'm going to sprinkle this with about 3 tablespoons of chopped nuts. These are pecans with no salt or no oil added. The broccoli will take 10 to 12 minutes to roast at 400 degrees. Since I'm going to be cooking this in the same oven as the chicken, I'll wait about 10 minutes before the chicken is done to put it in. At that time, I'll move the chicken to the bottom rack and put the broccoli on the top one. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed these 2 easy, healthy, delicious dishes: crunchy chicken and oven roasted broccoli. See you later.